2011 Infiniti EX35. I've been driving this for a year now in stop and go traffic, and I'm only getting 10.1 miles per gallon. I really think that's really low. So I'm gonna attempt to clean the mass airflow sensor and see if it makes a difference. The Infiniti and Nissan vehicles with a VQ engine has two intake hoses, which means we have two mass airflow sensors. So we gotta clean both of them. So let's start with the driver's side mass airflow sensor. Let's start by removing the wire connector. To remove it, pinch the base of the wire connector to release it from the locking mechanism. So press at the bottom, then you should be able to wiggle it out. There you go. Now, your screws holding the mass airflow sensor are combination screws, meaning you can use a 7mm socket like this, see 7mm, or a Phillips head screwdriver. For easier viewing, I'm gonna try the Phillips head screwdriver first. So turn it counterclockwise to remove the screw. Oh, that was easy. Thank goodness. Don't lose your screw. Okay, that's one. And one at the back. Again, just be careful not to drop it. Two. Now wiggle out the mass airflow sensor. There you go. Now let's clean it. Now please take note, make sure that you buy the mass airflow sensor cleaner spray. Do not use any other cleaner as it may damage the mass airflow sensor. So now let's spray generously on the sensor. Okay, I think that's a bit too much. Now leave it to air dry, and while waiting, we'll get the other sensor. Here's the passenger side mass airflow sensor. Same procedure. So press the locking tab at the end and wiggle the connector out. Then remove the two screws. Again, be careful as you don't want this falling down on you. You don't want to lose it. There you go. Sorry if I'm blocking. And gently pull out the other sensor. Now I forgot to mention, take note of the orientation of the sensor because you don't want to put it the opposite way. Actually, it's not gonna fit. So the sensor is facing towards the front of the vehicle because it needs to meter the air coming in. Alright, let's clean this one also. Spraying or cleaning the passenger side mass airflow sensor. And now let it air dry. Now while we're waiting for the mass airflow sensor to dry, let's check the engine air filter. There's two retainer clips holding the engine air filter in place. So flip them open, then shift the frame of the engine air filter. And here's your engine air filter. Now, if you saw my other videos, I actually put the date on when I last replaced this engine air filter. So I know that I replaced it last 10/20/2024. And so far, it's still clean. Let me see. It's still good. Alright, so we'll put it back. Just slide it in. Same way we removed it. shift it backward, and put back the retainer clips. Let's check the other side. Same procedure on the passenger side. Flip up the retainer clips, shift the frame forward, and pull up. Clean. And here's the date, 10/20/2024. Let's check it a bit. Okay, this has slightly some dirt on it, but not too bad. Overall, it's still clean. So let's put it back, slide it in, shift it backwards, and put back the retainer clips. So we'll just wait for the mass airflow sensor to completely dry before we reinstall it. So it has been more than an hour now, and the mass airflow sensor is completely dry. So let's reinstall it. So slide in the mass airflow sensor carefully. Then reinstall your screws. Start by hand tightening them so you don't cross thread the screws. Now, when you tighten the screws, make sure that they're around 0.8 to 1 Newton meters or 7 to 9 inch-pound. Not foot-pounds, but inch-pound. Don't over-tighten them because you don't want to break the base of the mass airflow sensor. Alright, so keep it snug, but not too tight. Then, reconnect the wiring harness. Make sure it locks in place. There you go. Let's do the other side. Same process, just make sure that the front of the mass airflow sensor is facing the front of the vehicle, which of course there's only one way to slide this in anyway. Then hand screw it in first. Sorry again if I'm blocking. Then again, tighten it to 0.8 to 1 Newton meters or 7 to 9 inch-pound. Again, not foot-pound, but just inch-pound. Then reconnect the wiring harness. And there you go. Now I'm going to reset the mileage computation on the vehicle. Then I'm going to run maybe 3 full tanks of gas on this vehicle. Then we'll see if there's a difference.
One season later.
So I've used 2 full tanks of gas. This is actually my 3rd full tank of gas. And our average fuel economy raised to 12.2 miles per gallon. Same stop and go traffic to and from work, and same driving habits. This is a good improvement, but it is still terrible. So what we're gonna try next is replace the spark plugs. But that's gonna be a different episode in the future. So stay tuned and I'll see you soon. And thank you for watching.